So I have the biggest personal shopper in Lagos with me in the studio today. Yes, quote me anywhere.
We have big major markets in Lagos, like Eco markets, Trade Fair markets, My Two markets. Like, these markets are so big that personally, if you are to enter the market yourself, you might feel like, oh, I went to the market. You just went to a part of the market. You can't say you went to the market and say, oh, I went to the market and I got. Nah, you went to a part of the market.
Welcome to the podcast, Webby More. Welcome to GoodNewsNaija Podcast.
Thank you.
So, personal shopping, for people who probably do not know what that means or who are just hearing for the first time, what does it mean? What's personal shopping?
It's just a procurement service. Like, you get things for people. It doesn't have to be just people that are not able to get those things for themselves. Sometimes people just need things urgently or things they can't find for themselves. So yours is to get things for people when they need you to. It's not like you're selling a product or you have to have a product to sell to people. You are waiting for people that need you to get them items. And these kind of people, they can either be people that do not have the time or they are not in the same space to get the item, or they just don't know where to get it. So
that's your work.
yes.
and that's the only thing you do full time.
Yes. Another part of my business is to actually take people to the markets.
Okay.
In Lagos, we have big major markets in Lagos, like Eco markets, Trade Fair markets, My Two markets. Like, these markets are so big that personally, if you are to enter the market yourself, you might feel like, oh, I went to the market. You just went to a part of the market. You can't say you went to the market and say, oh, I went to the market and I got. Nah, you went to a part of the market. A lot of people know the market, like, oh, I know so market, but they might have been staying in Lagos for a very long time, but they actually don't really know their way around the markets. So there are also people that actually pay us to take them to the markets to get items.
Wow. So I'm curious. For when we introduce ourselves, we say, oh, I'm Dami. This is what I do. When you tell people, oh, my name is Verimo, I'm a personal shopper. How do people react to that?
So before my kind of business, people see personal shopping as people who get you luxury items. So I also like to clarify that when I'm introducing myself to people. I'm like, oh, what do you do? I'm a personal shopper. Like, and then I included that I shop for people in Lagos markets. The major definition of personal shopper that people know are people that shop for luxury items for you. When you introduce yourself as people just say, oh, maybe you shop for luxury items. So I like to clarify that. And when I clarify, people go, really? People pay you to shop for them at Eco market? I said, yeah, people pay me. Not just Eco market, like, people pay me to help them get anything in Lagos. And they are stunned, like, really? People will pay for that? I'm like, yes, people pay for that. I think it gets more interesting when they decide to link up with me and find out about my page. They see the kind of following I have. I'm like, wow, this is actually a business. I'm like, yes, it's a business. What? And even I myself, let me say, I was a bit shocked about how the business was kind of like, the business grew. When I started the business, it was supposed to be like a placeholder for me.
Like a side also.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a placeholder for other things I wanted to do. Like, just, oh, let me maintain this while I do the other
main
that
things
I really want to do. But, okay, the concept of me starting the business was, I started it during COVID period. So during COVID, I had been doing procurement when I was in the university. Like, friends that wanted me to get them things from Lagos because I was from Lagos. So whenever I go home, I will buy whatever they need and then take it to school for them. So, but it was not really a major thing, but it was something I had already done in the past. But when I decided to start this, I started because even after COVID had been announced to be, oh, okay, people can now come out, everything is fine now. People were skeptical to come out. Like, people didn't want to come out. Another advantage was that I stay very close to the market.
Yeah.
I keep hearing people say things online like, oh no, I don't want to go out, or I'm like, oh okay. It was something I've been thinking about before. I just felt, oh, that period was a good period to actually do that. It was as if I got a go ahead from, like, I got a sign from the universe that yes, you're on the right track. Because the day I opened a page, like I opened an Instagram page in the morning, I was still setting it up till later in the evening. And when I finally set the whole thing up and I went on Canva to post a design and just put out my service like, oh, I can help you get things in the market if you don't want to go. I made that post. 5 minutes later, somebody messaged me that they want me to get them an item. Well, okay, maybe because I have been a social media manager in the past, so I understand what it is for you to actually like be online, trying to get people to get customers online to shop from you, to buy your things or patronize whatever it is you're selling. It has never been that fast. I don't think, sometimes when I say it to people, they're like, that's not possible.
Immediately you set up.
That same day I opened an Instagram page. Wow. I got another.
Wow.
I got a shopping request from a lady. I think she makes she wanted to buy some props for her business, some other things, and she was like, oh, can I go to the market? I said, yes, I can go. Like, I didn't even know how to charge them. I just charged her. She sent her list and I just charged her a small money. I was so shocked to the extent that I went to my WhatsApp status. I started talking to everybody. I can't believe somebody just messaged me to say that. My friends were shocked, like, really? You just opened this page? I said, yes, I just opened this page. And somebody already messaged me to shop for them. I didn't even have to convince the lady that much. Like, she was waiting the way. Exactly. For you. It was as if she was already looking for somebody to do that for her. So I was still waiting. I sent her my shopping fee and everything, and I was still waiting. I wanted to see if she was going to go through with the order. And in like 20 minutes after we started the conversation, she sent in money. I'm like, wow, really? I didn't even think it was something that I was going to like, but I felt it was something that I can actually use, because at that period I had just quit my job and I didn't have anything that I was doing. And also because it was also COVID period, I am at your service. If you need me to go to the market for you, I will be there. So just send us a DM and we'll get it done. And I just started. I remember, I think the first month I made 30K.
Wow. 2020.
Yeah, I made 30K.
From shopping for people.
From shopping for people. And guess what? The job I had quit, I was being paid 50,000 naira and my transport fare was like 15K.
Wow.
So imagine, like, I now started a business and in a month I made 30K.
The first month
I made 30K and I was like, oh, why was I doing that job in the first place? Like, okay, I'm just going to keep doing this until, even right there, I felt like, oh, that was a lot of money. Because imagine a job that was even like doing things that were professional, like doing multiple things for the brand. My pay was the same as this. Think that I earned 30K from a job that I didn't even have to go to the market every day. I only go to the market when a client wants me there.
Yes.
So I don't think I did close to like 10 to 15 shoppings in that first month, because it was just the first month. So maybe I went to the market like 15 times and I earned 30K.
The market is close to your house.
In fact, then I think the napep to my house from the market was 15 naira. But now it's more expensive.
So if you're cruising at the market from your house.
Sometimes I even trek if I feel like, because it's actually it's not far at all. Like but we've moved from that place now. I feel like that's why it's now more expensive. But where I was then, it was very close to the market. All I just had to do was walk to the market and get what people want. So I didn't even, it was not compulsory for me to actually pay. So I was not even, the only thing I was actually paying for was my data. And I was not even spending half of my data on what I was doing. I think what I was usually using my data for was movies. But seriously, I was seeing like, oh, this is something I'm going to like keep doing. It's actually keeps paying. I would say because I was also into social media, it's with designing, doing other things. So I just post designs like, oh, I can do this for you and I can do that for you.
Yes, I think I like the backstory because someone will see your page now and think, this person, because I think you have about 25,000 followers on Instagram even now.
Yes.
But the fact that you said you had like a social media management background, so you could design, edit videos, so you were able to put those skills in your own
Into
business.
what I was doing.
Yes, when you wanted to start. But then I wanted to ask you earlier how you were able to like know Lagos market. But now you said so you grew up in Lagos. So
That's the interesting part. So growing up, I hated going to the market. Chai. Okay, so my mom sells food and she always have to go to the market to get some items. But I don't follow them. Even my siblings will go to the market and then they would come back home with my mom. I'll be the one to say, oh, if we have there is an errand to send somebody to the market and there is an errand to clean the house. How do we fix to clean the house? Because I don't want to come out. No, I'm
So
not
you
coming out.
hated the market.
This is it. Eh? I don't go to the market. Nah, I don't. To think about it now, I don't even think like it was because I was staying in Lagos or because my place was close to Lagos, close to the market. I don't think any of that had to do with me knowing the market. Nah. Because when I started, I go to the market maybe once or twice in a year growing up just to my mom wants to buy us stuff for the new year or Christmas or something. Or my family is mixed, so we actually do all celebrations. Ramadan, Christmas,
Easter,
everything.
it's not aware.
So I feel like the only time you see me go to the markets, maybe I usually don't like what things my mom buy for me when they go to the market. So whenever they want to buy things for us, I'll say, oh, let me follow you so I can pick my own stuff. That's the only time I go to the market. But when I started personal shopping, I think maybe because it was something I really wanted to do, I always wanted to find the best price for people. So am I still what I want to buy now? I won't buy it all. Keep working, keep checking. And I knew Lagos market was very big. I knew that there were different part of the market. Because when I've had a conversation with my mom, we want to buy this. I'm like, let's see, go to this. You can go to this place. You get it. So I knew there were different locations. So I remember sometimes when I get an order, I'll ask my mom, can I get this in the market? To say yes now. Go to so. I don't have to know somebody there, but once my mom say go to this, when I get there, I'll figure it out. So fortunately, the first year was like me just unveiling a cool market, like this part of the market. I remember it was when I started posting that. I remember the day I posted telling people that Balogun is not a cool market. Like Balogun is just one of the streets in a cool market.
Okay.
If you see my comment section, hey, come and see arguments. No, that's a lie. It's Balogun market. I had to go to the market, go and take a video of the street name, post it and say, this is Balogun Street. This other part of the market is Davis Street. The whole place is not Balogun. I think that video went viral for a very long time because people always come back to the comment section to say, oh, really? I didn't know that. And I think when I started educating people about eco markets, it got more people interested in my page. Like, oh, this person moves the market too. Then I started posting what I get for people. And people are surprised that there were some things that I would post. And when I tell them I get this from, I got it from the market, they will be like, that's not possible. Where did you buy it? From the market. They didn't realize that you can actually there are some things that you can actually get on the market. So another thing was the service of taking people to the market. Immediately the business started picking up. I started getting people to trust me with their money so I can go to the market for them. I think a lady messaged and said she wanted to buy items worth 1 million naira. And it was still my first year so my page was, I think I had like maybe 1,000 followers, maybe like the 6th month or so, I had already gotten 1,000 followers. Even though she kind of like trust me, but she was not sure if I could handle the money. She was like, okay, what if I want you to take me to the market? I was like, oh, that's fine. I can do that too. I had to come up with a rate card for that right on the spot. I'm like, oh, okay. So how do I charge for this? I'm like, okay, I'll charge you per hour. So I said, oh, I'm going to charge you this amount for so hour. So if we end up spending 6 hours, and you have to pay for that. She was like, oh, no problem. Because in my head, all I just thought was that, oh, if I'm going to the market with this person, I'll not be able to do every other person's shopping.
Yes.
So I should just charge her
Yeah.
per hour, so I know I'm not
Focusing on her.
losing.
Yes.
And I'm focusing on her. And she agreed. I'm like, really? I thought she was going to price it, but she didn't. She agreed, and we just fixed the date and we went to the market. Immediately she paid me that money. Like, I kind of like, I wait till something is done before I feel like, oh, this actually worked. Immediately she paid me. The next morning, guess what? I woke up, went to my Canva, added a new service. We can take you to the market. Like,
immediately.
I feel like another thing that made my business grow was listening to what my the kind of things people want me to do for them. When I started shopping, there were some things that I wasn't buying for people. I remember then I was always seeing issue with hair vendors online. So I remember putting it on my page that I don't shop for hairs. Now we shop for hairs. Because I remember I kept getting requests about hairs. Can we help us buy it? And I was always rejecting. I'm like, why am I giving money on the table? One day I went to the market. I went round to different I wasn't buying hair. I just went to different hair vendors. I was comparing. I will ask this one to give me, oh, let me see your gold straight. I will ask for different hairs they have. Check them. Go to another vendor. Check what they have. Then trying to like relate, oh, this person's hair, this one that I saw here was better than this. I did that for like a week. The following week, I added it. We can now get like I always make sure that I don't leave money on the table.
Yeah, so there's demand.
When there's a demand for something, I just try to like, oh, let me learn about this. I'm going to figure it out and we're going to include it in our service. The personal shopping started from we buying items for people. Now, we don't wholly buy. We even market guide service. We now have a market guide service that is like a proper channel. Like, oh, you book a date with us. We'll take you to the market. If you book the number of hours you want. Surprisingly, a lot of Nigerians coming back home, not even just Nigerians, Cameroonians, Kenyans, Ghanaians coming from their country. Immediately they find my page and see that I can actually like guide them in a market. They book. Some would have booked months ahead.
Wow.
Some will book us for a week straight that, oh, they want to shop for different. Some will book us to take them to eco market, market.
Foreigners.
For foreigners, they are always happy. And because once they find our page, they just refer us to their friends, our family. So a lot of foreigners that we've taken to the markets, most of them is either they find us online or they were referred by their friends. Because once they come here and everything went smoothly, they post a review on their page. They'll post my page. Tell people that, oh, when they went to Nigeria, they went to Lagos, they had a market guide that took them around. So I always had a lot of referrals. I didn't think that far. I didn't think we were going to like be attending to foreigners. It was supposed to be a service meant for people that are busy in Lagos. But it turns out, nah. Now we work with a lot of businesses outside the country, like, because it's not just the one time. Some of them just come around to get to know me, and then from there we form relationship that they don't even need to come to Nigeria again. Whatever it is they want to handle here,
Just send it to them.
Yeah, I just do their shopping and send it to them. They don't need to come here anymore. That's for the foreigners aspect. Now we have Nigerians in diaspora.
Oh,
they do a lot of shoppings. Even though I have a lot of friends that are outside the country, I didn't know how much Nigerians miss home.
Yeah.
The only reason why they are outside the country is just because it's better over there, maybe in terms of finance and the structure there. That's the only reason. But people miss home. I will get bulk orders for food. Even the things that we Nigerians, we don't eat anymore or drink anymore. Nigerians in diaspora will ask me to find them for them. I'm like, we don't even take this anymore here. Say, really? That's what I'm craving, oh. And we will send it outside the country.
Wow.
So I kind of like now understand how much time and how much things I need to do to finish a shopping. I charge accordingly. Apart from the fact that these people are paying for a service, I don't think there is somebody that I've ever found our page and they don't, when they send in a message, you'll be like, wow, I have been looking for something like this, that they don't know that there's actually somebody doing this. Now it's not just even about market errands, whether you need to run errands in Lagos generally. Like if you have Nigerians in diaspora that might just want us to check up on their family member, we'll go there and just go and check up on the skilled. Like we do a lot of things for people now. That is, it's not just about procurement alone. Now we even do stockpiling for people. A lot of Nigerians, they will shop from different brands in Lagos. I think the first time I heard that there was an issue about that, a client complained that she shopped from different brands, sent it to the logistics, and at the end of the day, I think 3 of her packages went missing. So the first time she reached out to us, she wanted us really want to get all our package, then we will pack and send to our logistics. I'm like, okay. To me, it was not even supposed to be like a service. And when we're done, we charged her and she paid. So, okay, trust me, any service I see that people need, and it's in our scope of business, I had it. The next morning, I had a stockpiling service. The first time we got a message from Janley, I'm like, okay, the person was not even in Nigeria. Wow. The fashion industry in Nigeria is now, the lady wanted to get some items. She sent us different Nigerian brands. She sent us what she wanted. We went, like, this does not even have to do with the market anymore. So it's just personal brands in Lagos. So not only do we do market errands, we now do errands in Lagos across board, like whatever. So far it's not illegal. We will do it for you. Sometimes people come in and they make requests. They'll be like, oh, they don't know if we do this. Because the smallest shopping I've done was for a lady who requested us to buy a sponge. Bathing sponge.
It's ones that Aboki used to
yes,
on the street.
Those ones. Apparently, she uses only pink color. And she couldn't find it in a neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
They had sponge, but they didn't have pink.
Wow.
She told us to buy 1 sponge for the mark. I'm like, how do we charge this person?
For 1 sponge?
The sponge you are buying, was it 700 naira then or 500 naira?
Oh my god.
My least shopping fee was 3K. So, you want to buy 500 naira sponge?
Well, 3K, and you pay logistics, so...
Thank you. At the point, I didn't want to reply the message. I said, okay, maybe when she hears the service fee,
she'll back off.
She will just back off. I thought that, oh, is that... I kept asking, is that all? She said, yes, that's all. I said, okay, do you want like 5 or 6? She said, no, 1 is enough. I said, the sponge is 500 naira. My service fee is 3K. No problem.
Wow.
Delivery fee is so. Because of 500 naira sponge, somebody paid like 7K total just for us to make a think. So these days, I am not surprised at any requests that I get. People want what they want.
Yes.
I feel like even me as the owner of the business, I put us in a box like, oh, this is what we can do or this is what we cannot do. But with time, we just kind of like evolve. We started with shopping for people in the market. Now we have market guide service. Now we have stockpiling service. The next service we had, it was finding supplier for people. I didn't even know we were going to be involved with business owners this much. The business was supposedly directed to individuals. Now we have more of business owners working with us. They buy in bulk, they shop in bulk. Now we are even at a stage where we are finding suppliers for people and they pay for these contacts. We find suppliers for people that maybe are trying to like start their business. It got to a point I started doing consultations for business owners, like people that wanted to start their own business. I didn't even know it was supposed to be a thing. I remember a lady once messaged me. She wanted to start a business and she just asked me. My friends used to say I'm always very helpful. But I don't think I knew that until I met that lady. And by the time we were done talking, she was like, thank you very much that she now like knows whether she's... Then she said, so how much is my fee for the consultation? I didn't know that was a consultation.
So you didn't charge, you were just communicating with her.
Yeah, I just wanted her to have her, because I usually like to communicate with our customers so there's no mix up. I don't want you to think, oh, we took your money and we didn't deliver.
Yeah.
I always like to communicate clearly. To me, I was just trying to explain to her so she knows exactly what she wants from her supply. And at the end of the day, she was like, "Thank you very much." So then she asked how much was my service for the consultation. Yeah, I didn't know we were having the call. I said, "Oh," and then I was like, "Oh, I know that you don't have to pay for it," because I was just answering
that?
no. I thought that she didn't have to pay. She was like, then she said, "I am supposed to be charging for this." I said, I didn't know that. She thanked me and then she left. Guess what? The following week, I had a consultation service. For every milestone that we've had in the business, it's usually us just doing what we do best and getting response from people.
But yes.
Even our our older clients, when they see us do new things for new clients, they'll be like, "But you didn't tell me you do this." I'm like, "Oh, sorry, we didn't." It was just something that we just started. Oh, I've been looking for somebody to do this. So I just try to like make sure that whatever we have, we see more people looking for something or trying to look for a service. We look for a way to incorporate it in our business.
Yeah. Someone will hear you now and think, "Oh, this is a very lucrative business. This is an untapped sector." But I'm smart enough to know that every business, every work has its own challenges. So because this is all very interesting, and we can even see that you're passionate about it. You mentioned that your friend says you're helpful, and that's your business. You're helping people. It's a service though, and you're being paid for it, but you are adding value. However, there has to be things there has to be days when things will go wrong. I mean, you said for the first month you started, you made 30K. Was it like that? Like, did you just keep making money? Was there never a dry period? And were there challenges that you faced? I'm just curious. Did you ever feel like, "Oh, I'm not doing this thing again, or I'm not shopping for people again"? Because we've been hearing the sweetness. But now, what's the other side of shopping for people?
I don't think there's even a job or a business or anything that there is no disadvantage, or you see this is bad. I remember there was a month I shopped and I realized that the profit I made was in turn used to offset a loss that we made from the shopping. And we don't make it.
Wow.
I'm like,
oh man,
what just happened? At first, I was not aware enough of things that could actually go wrong in our business. And usually it's always when we involve third parties. I think the first incident of loss that we recorded was a client asking us to, like, we were done with the shopping, so we were not into branding. I remember she wanted us to brand a particular name and tag on the items that we got for her. And immediately we finished, I said, "Okay, we're going to look for somebody to do this branding." We're recommended to someone, and by the time this guy finished our branding, it was horrible. The worst part was we branded items that were not renewable. Like the kind of branding we did, there was no way to rectify it. Client is not going to accept the item.
Oh wow.
So we've paid for everything. So at this point, we need to get a new set of items for this person and then just send it to her so she can find somebody to brand. So all this cost is on who?
On you.
And at the end of the day, by the time we're done buying and purchasing everything, I realized that all the money we made that month went into just that one loss that we did. It was just one client in a month, and it took all the money we made that month. I remember crying to my ex. I said I was no longer doing
Back to personal shopping.
because in my head I was like, I'm not going to allow somebody drag me online. I mean, I have to rectify the issue. And now I've rectified it, and yes, I mean, my feelings like, nah, how can just one job to take the whole, like,
for your one?
that was another part of the business that kind of like made me sit up like, oh, there are some things that we need to draft out in this business. I had never thought that we could make a loss. I was very focused, maybe because it involved a third party. We were so detailed that if you send us out to get you something, if I see the item and it's not, the value is not something you are paying for, we tell customers that, oh, this thing you are buying is not worth it. Or maybe you ask us to go and purchase something from a customer for you, and then we get to the vendor and we see the items. We will tell you everything that is wrong with that item. so you know what you are purchasing before you even go into it. We will tell you that you're not supposed to buy this, or we will just tell you, oh, this thing has an issue, and they are giving it to you like that. No, we are not. We are telling you now not to buy it because we are not buying it for you. We might end up losing our refunding your money. We didn't do anything for you. It's better for us to refund your entire money because we didn't do the shopping than for us to buy the item and then it will get to you and then there are complaints of going back and forth. So because we had already tackled that part in our own business that we won't do this if something is not okay or there is an issue with an item we are buying, make sure you inform the customer before. Like, there is no item that we buy that the customer will not be aware of before we proceed to make the purchase. We are not able to reach you. We'll rather wait till the next day just for you to give a go ahead. We'll tell you everything that you need to know about whatever it is we're getting for you before we go ahead with the purchase. So because we have always been that detailed, we never had any issues. But the first time we had one was because we had a third party involved and we never planned for that. Oh my. I still have some, I think I distributed some of the items to some friends I gave because I just couldn't believe it that how can all the efforts that we put into this thing.
What kind of item was it?
Umbrellas, cups, like it was so annoying.
So it wasn't even one particular thing.
It was a bulk order. Because of that incident, when we work with third parties, we don't give bulk job to people we've not worked with in the past.
Yeah.
Even now, when I give out bulk jobs to third parties, you always have to send me a sample. If it's not approved by the client, you don't go ahead. A lot of business owners who are third parties that we work with complain that, oh, we are very stressful. You always make us wait. I said, if I don't give you a go ahead, before you touch my products, also you are returning my money. Because of that, we were able to tackle the issue of third parties. It's not like it goes away, because even after that incident, we've had a couple of incidents too that we had to do some refund.
Wow.
I think after that, from the income that we make monthly, we have money set aside for miscellaneous. Like, it's not like miscellaneous for the business. It's actually for when there's a mess up. So we actually have
a budget
down
for mess up.
So even at times you can try to be so careful, try to be
things were,
but at the end of the day, something will shall happen somewhere. So I remember there was a time my assistant went to the market and they destroyed her phone in the market. She's using her iPhone. Somebody just pushed her and her phone dropped and okay. I'm going to go and repair that.
No one did go market with that.
I have to go and repair. Like, there are so many things now that happen that we also consider in things that, this is not just personal shopping is not just easy out. From logistics, there is also issue with them. So sometimes we are always trying to make sure that to limit loss. So if you're not somebody that is they need to be very attentive, need to be very careful. Imagine buying items of like 300 pieces and we need to go through each one to make sure that everything is actually intact.
Yes.
Imagine getting your items and you're telling me it's 288 instead of 300. That means you need to go and see where was the mistake? Who forgot something? Did you check this? Did you check that? At the end of the day, this thing was not complete. Okay. Who's going to pay for the extra logistic that is going to send? We are the one that will cover it because it's our mistake. I see a lot of personal shoppers, they come to complain to me that, something like this happened. I'm like, ma, that's happened to us too in the past. We've gone through it. When we just started house and we were having issues with covering up funds, I was able to overcome those thanks to my friends and family. Because I remember there was some time when I go rant to my people that today we covered the social costs. 200k was how we paid kiniko. So my friends would just say, hi, I'll just wake up the next morning. They'll send me money and say for support. Sorry for what you lost.
Can your friends be my friends?
My friends are chaperone.
Wow.
Like whenever I'm like kind of like trying to rationalize some things, like maybe we should stop doing this. Maybe we should. They'll be like, sorry, it's just a one-time thing, okay. And then they just try to like, boost my mood and be like, oh, you said you lost so amount. Take this for support. Now it's not like they're sending me the example, but for them to just like try to like just do something.
Yeah.
It's kind of like motivated me. So yeah. Thanks to my friends and family.
So this means that, because I was actually wondering about this. So this means that when you started personal shopping, your family and friends were very supportive. Because what you're doing is very unconventional. You went to school. Yeah, your mom sent you to school. You went to school to go and study in the university. You want to be shopping for people. So what?
Yeah, so my friends, whenever people talk on social media, my friends were not supportive. They don't support my business. I don't know the kind of friends you people have.
Wow.
My friends were very supportive. Even when I started, I feel like the low months from when I started, that the low months that I had where maybe I don't get orders online, my friends would have something to buy. They will always have something to buy. Even more, we want to buy this, we want to buy that.
Wow.
Right to and I go to the market for them and buy the item. There was one thing that happened too while we were growing. I think maybe it was the second year. Naija. Was it Naija? Yeah, I think it was Naija. There is this thing that they do where they give a small business a shout out on their, what's it called, on their website. Okay. It was one of my friends that attacked me to use that. Oh, they nominate the brand, and I was just like, oh, this is nice. And I remember there was this link. I just forwarded the link to my WhatsApp status and told my friend, oh, Naija does shout out for small businesses. Guess what? My friend bombarded Naija's website.
Wow.
Everybody was nominating. They posted the link on their... Even me, personally, the way I was seeing them go to the website to go on, because immediately they comment, they message me and say, Wems, I've done it. They even send me screenshots of their posts there because you can't see what they are saying.
Yeah.
Once they are done, before they will send it to me, that, oh, I've seen my friend. Their friends that did it for me, they sent it to me. It got to an extent at night, I was like, shall not win this thing like this. Guess what? The next one, I want to.
Wow.
Then I just gave me a shout out.
Your friends are amazing. Your friends are amazing.
Yes, they are. I feel like they've been rocking with my brand for so long.
Yes.
They gave me a shout out, and after that shout out, I got a lot of clients from Google.
Wow.
Because their website was ranked on Google.
Yeah.
So people just say, oh, I browsed Balogun Personal Shopper, and
so they started the BalogunNaija page.
I found the page, and because my page was linked, so they found my page from there. So it also gave me a bit credibility from there. So if there is anything, I feel like my friends have always been, both those in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, because I've had people message me from outside the country and be like, oh, hi, your friend sent me your page.
Wow.
And when they mention, this person is not in the country, I know, but they have friends outside the country too. And when they're like, oh, they need somebody on ground in Nigeria, say, oh, my friend does that. Let me send your page. Like, it's like they are very proud of the business.
Yeah.
So whatever they are talking about, say, oh, your business is doing well. No more. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, that's amazing.
I feel like if I need to push anything that has to do with my brand, just let me talk to my friends about it. We will not joke with it. I think there was a time we participated on this. There was one, I can't remember the page. So it was just a post, like they were gifting small business owners. I think I've won like 500k online, because there was one that we won 200k. There was another one that was at the beginning of the business. They would just nominate, they would just go on that comment section. I nominate my friend. So and I think because they were also kind of like in tune with the business.
Yeah.
So people are paying you for this. Yes, people are paying you. That's nice. That's good. Also, for every time we announce a new additional service, and I make a post about it,
they carry it on their head.
the shares on that post, they share it every year. So the shares everywhere. So my friends have always been supportive, and thanks to them. Well, my friends say we are big, but we are not big enough to. I would like to actually like hire more assistants for procurement, and because we are limited now because workload we have.
How many
now.
people work with you now?
So I have one full-time assistant and I have a part-time assistant. So
just three of you doing all that work.
Yes, just three of us. So.
Wow.
And another thing is, it's not easy finding shoppers. It's not easy. We've hired a couple of people in the past, but I've had somebody that lasted one day. She came to the market with us one day,
like me.
and the next day she resigned. She said she's sorry that she cannot. There was even one, she lasted a week. In fact, she ghosted us.
It's a personal shopping, because people hear you now, they'll think that it's easy. But it takes physical.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Oh, it's not. Personal shopping is not easy. You need to be strong. Like, you really need to be strong. I think another thing that helped me was because I was an athlete in school. So I was very strong. I've always been a very strong person. So even my assistant, before I was trying to, I try to minimize the work that she does so that she doesn't get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
We need to do a lot of marketing. I feel like it's something that we can actually do to the extent that even those part-time workers that we're thinking of getting, we can make them into full-time workers later. Because if we have more workers and everyone is handling maybe like a little portion of each errands, they don't get overwhelmed. And we are able to push through. But because right now we are not even able to get as much hands as we want, we don't accept more than we can handle. Sometimes I even have some of my clients who be like, "Oh, Emo, please," like when they beg us to please take it. I'm like, once we promise you now, and when we are not able to deliver, we disappointed. So whenever we are fully booked, we always just make sure not to take more, no matter how much you want to pay us.
Instead of disappointing them, makes a lot of sense.
We won't. But when you are in a country where there are a lot of problems, you kind of like just think about ways to solve those problems. If you're in a place where everything is fine, I don't think you would be thinking of solutions to things that are already working. But if you're in Nigeria, there are a lot of things that are not working. And if you're the type that you can just come up with an idea and see that, oh, people need this. This is something that is not working, and if I actually say I can do this for people, like they say, solve a problem and you would actually like see the results.